for Bitcoin. Is this the week that Bitcoin returns back to all-time highs? You can see the markets here moving to the upside. We got Phantom up over 5%, Bitcoin at a critical level, trying to work its way back towards the 72k resistance. Can we see a breakthrough? Will we find it the fourth time of trying? Break through this level and head higher towards 80 and 90,000. I'm going to break down exactly what I'm seeing in the charts for Phantom, for Ethereum, for Bitcoin, and a lot more. If you appreciate these updates, smash up the likes. Do not forget to subscribe if you actively want to trade, guys. If you guys want to learn how to trade, ijazcrypto.com/TG. There's a free Telegram group in there. You're going to see my TA updates. You're also going to see a bunch of TA updates on my Twitter page at RealIjaz1. The first thing I want to bring to your attention is this. Bitcoin spot ETF balances on BlackRock are now officially more than Grayscale, okay? So we're seeing obviously Grayscale were doing their selling. They kind of plateaued off a little bit, but the BlackRock one really started to pick up here, and it's now officially the biggest ETF. Let's then move on to Phantom. Phantom looking really strong here today, up 5%, but more importantly, they're trying to bounce from this support, right? This is where we're seeing the bounce off this 80-cent support. If we can see that bounce break past this local high, we can start heading towards $1.22. That is what I'm looking for here on Phantom. If we take a look at Ethereum also managed to break above the resistance, right? This was a strong resistance area. Now, we need to see a strong candle here. We need to bounce, break above this peak around that 4,000 mark and start working our way onwards here on Ethereum. A nice setup after the Ethereum spot ETF got approved, but now we need to see that next leg up. The other thing that's really, really interesting today is the amount of liquidations. Take a look at this liquidation chart here, guys. So you can see on this liquidation chart, just here, this yellow chunk up here above my head, this is where about $1 billion worth of longs will get liquidated if Bitcoin can head towards all-time highs. If Bitcoin can go and take out the previous all-time high, you will see a lot of shorts get wrecked, and that will fuel the squeeze for the next leg to the upside. And why are we pumping today, right? If you look at the traditional market, we're not pumping. Nasdaq's not moving, S&P slightly falling, if anything, Dow Jones down 1%. Well, you got to take a look at this guy again, right? If you take a look at the Roaring Kitty over on Twitter, the guy who initially surged and pointed out the GameStop saga back in 2021, he tweeted again. And he showed that he's got a big position in GameStop. GameStop then surged, and we saw a bunch of meme coins surge as well. If you refresh the bubbles here, you can start seeing Brett moving, you can see Notcoin moving, you're starting to see meme coins move a little bit on that news. But more important than that, hold up, do you want to learn how to trade? Then you need to jump into our Telegram community. Link is in the description. In our Telegram community, I share my altcoins. I share how I do my trade setups, how I do my stop losses and take profit, so you could learn to become a profitable trader. Check it out, link is in the description. It's the fact that the dollar index is struggling. We want this to happen. We wanted this dollar index to get punished to the downside, and you can now see this double top pattern playing out on the dollar index. So if I zoom out to the daily chart, you can see it's getting some weakness. This is officially a lower high, and that is good. We need this to downtrend. This will downtrend if we get good inflation readings, if we get good readings around the weakening of the jobs market. That will rotate risk back on. That will move the dollar index to the downside and rotate risk back on. And if risk is on, Bitcoin does well. If Bitcoin does well, then of course altcoins will be in a sea of green as well. So very, very important work here from Bitcoin here in this consolidation pattern. Now, you'll remember that this was the falling wedge pattern that Bitcoin was in, right? And this is a bullish continuation pattern. This move gives you a price target. Let me take that move for you guys. You take it from here. You apply it up to the top of the thing. You put it on the point of breakout, and you get yourself a move that works you up towards $90,000 on Bitcoin. And it's still looking strong, right? This is a strong, strong move here. Nice breakout. It's moving nicely in this direction. But very, very important, it's got to take out this level here. This triangle that we're forming, I know this is a lot of lines here, guys, but this is my chart with all my support and resistance. I just leave them all on here. This uptrend we're in here, it's going to culminate in a triangle, right? This will culminate in us consolidating in this triangle. And either we're going to lose it, and therefore we could be coming as low back down as all the way down to 56. You got to be prepared for it. Or we can break, we can retest, and onwards we go, right? Breaking up to the upside and leading our journey up towards 80k and 90k. This is the important pattern I'm watching for right now. Now you can see in the interim here, look at what Bitcoin's doing. You see this light colored yellow line here on 68,000? It's using that as support. It came back down from getting rejected. It's trying to use this as support to mount another attack. And if it can do so, retest, and then onwards it goes. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Now, similarly with Phantom. Look at the pattern we're seeing here on Phantom. It's in a consolidation triangle, right? This is a nice triangle pattern. Again, you don't want this to break to the downside. If it does, we don't have support until all the way down here at 33 cents. Quite painful. Well, you got a little bit here as well at 56 cents, but still equally quite painful. So what you want to see here from Phantom is you want to see a breakout to the upside. Again, mounting an attack at $1.22. But look at how it's using this white line here as support, right? Because we got rejected there. Boom. Now we're holding it as support. And we're trying to use that as a springboard to bounce back up here and break in the positive direction here on Phantom. So very, very important setups here on the particular Bitcoin, and then of course altcoins as well. Now the other thing worth mentioning is don't be surprised to see meme coins move. Whenever this saga continues, when GameStop does well, don't be surprised to see meme tokens do well as well, right? Things like Pepe, things like Bonk, things like Floki, Notcoin, all these kind of things, and all the various meme coins on Solana, do not be surprised to see meme coins do well. And if you're trading safely, like we do in our Telegram group, you can make some incredible gains. I mean, the last time this stuff was moving, we made some crazy returns. We're talking 20%, 30% spot long-only returns on some meme coin trades. If you're doing it safely with money you're willing to lose, plus having good stop losses in place and risk management, you can do really, really well. It doesn't mean that you have to sit out. If you can see momentum in the charts and you're seeing good chart patterns, feel free to take those trades, right? That's what this market is about. This market will present volatility, and it's your job to capitalize on that volatility. Very, very important. Don't sit there and see this volatility and be like, oh, I'm watching it, but nothing's happening. You got to take advantage of it. Very, very important that you take advantage of it. So this beautiful bonk trade, we took this. I mean, beautiful, beautiful trade here to the upside, breaking out of this pattern. And again, you want to be able to capture this kind of a move up to the upside. Another thing worth looking at here is the realized cap for new whales. You can see here, whales are accumulating, right? Look at the volume of whales buying here, this purple colored line in 2020 of the last cycle. And we, of course, know what happened in the last cycle, right? Leading up to Bitcoin getting towards $69,000. And now, similarly, whales are accumulating. And so the question really is, where's your conviction at? Are you accumulating? You can see the experienced big buyers are doing the same. They know what to expect. I mean, if we take a look at fear and greed, this market is greedy right now, right? It's not getting shaken out. Bitcoin and crypto is becoming more and more mature. It's taking more and more to shake people out, because people are like, hang on, I fell for this in previous cycles. I'm not going to fall for it now. I'm staying in crypto. I know this bull run's coming. The halving just happened. There is no way I'm selling. And the question is, are you going to be one of those who panics and sells just because Bitcoin's gone sideways for a bit? Or are you going to be like, hang on a second, this is just a consolidation. What am I actually crying about? I mean, look at this Bitcoin chart here, guys. I mean, we were consolidating here for a little bit, then boom. Now we're consolidating for long, but guess what? With every consolidation comes a big move. I mean, I love it when you consolidate here, and a bow and arrow cannot fire forward without you pulling it back a little bit. And I think these consolidations allow RSI to reset and allow us to be in a position where we can go for longer and more sustained moves to the upside. I mean, if we take a look at the weekly chart here, let's pull out the weekly chart. Let's bring out our trusted EMA ribbon as well. Look at this. Look how beautiful this chart pattern is. A nice move to the upside, create a new all-time high. Come to the EMA ribbon retest. Now go try create another all-time high. Now I'm going to share with you the risk. The risk is as follows. The risk is that we go hit all-time high like we did a couple of months ago, come back down, go back up and fail to create a higher high. If we fail to create a higher high, if Bitcoin on this move here over the next kind of days and weeks is unable to get above that 74,000 mark, just even if we wick above it, then this is a bit of a problem. Because then what we have formed is a big double M pattern, right? A big reversal pattern. And that is not what we want. We don't want to go boom, boom, boom. Uh-oh, that means a bigger pullback into our EMA ribbon. Now, personally, even if that happened, I'm not too concerned. I would not mind if Bitcoin goes even all the way down to 48k. It would be painful. Can you imagine the blood on the streets if Bitcoin was to go down to 48k, right? But the sick side of me is saying, hang on, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see a pullback of 29% here on Bitcoin down to the EMA ribbon. I would be buying. I would watch the panic on the streets. I would watch everyone start panicking. And I want to see who actually has the conviction. And I think if you train your brain in that mind to not just focus on, the inevitable move here from here up towards that 90k mark I just shared with you as a price target, right? Getting you to 90k is a 30% return, but focus on 30% the other way as well. Prepare yourself for a 30% move the other way and just say, you know what? I'm in a great position. If Bitcoin wants to go up 30%, great. Most of my portfolio is locked and loaded. I'm happy. My portfolio is going to be super green. But if it wants to fall to the downside and correct, not bad. We consolidate for a bit. Oh, well, I'll buy some more dip, right? And get ready for the next leg up, which will be even more powerful because we had a more powerful consolidation. So there we have it, guys. A very, very important moment here on Bitcoin. Bitcoin trying to break that 72k mark. If it can do so, guys, you will get those shorts squeezed. You will get them liquidated. That will give us more momentum to go create another new all-time high. And if we can do that, not only do we have that higher high that I was speaking about, but now we go into price discovery. Now we go and set the price that we want to see for Bitcoin for this new explosive 2024-2025 cycle. Exciting times to be in crypto. You in crypto? Are you locked and loaded? Or are you getting a little bit impatient? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash the likes. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.